Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, April the 9th for the 499er game. We have three hands for you today. The first one is number 2. As you can see, I'm the dealer, and I have 14 high card points with 5 clubs to the ace, king, queen, jack. Now, normally when I have a 5-card suit and 14 points balanced, I like to open 1 no trump based on that extra card in the suit. But in this case, all my values are in clubs and just 1 card outside. I think that's just too many unstopped suits, even partially, so I'm not going to open 1 no trump. I'm going to start with 1 club. Partner's bid a heart. For my second bid, I have either 2 clubs or 1 no trump. Now, 2 clubs would show 6 clubs, and it would also promise an unbalanced hand most of the time. So that leaves me with 1 no trump, which shows a balance 12 to 14, and even though I don't have anything in spades, it's a better description of my hand. So 1 no trump it is. Now, partners bid 2 diamonds. This is new minor forcing. You know it's new minor forcing because they have literally bid the new minor at the 2 level after I bid 1 no trump. It's artificial, it's forcing. It promises me an invitational hand with 5 hearts, and my partner is asking me to further describe my hand. So if I'd had hearts, I would bid 2 hearts with a minimum with 3 hearts, and 3 hearts with 14 points and 3 hearts. Alternatively, I can bid 2 no trump to show a minimum without 3 hearts, and I can bid 3 no trump, which is what I'm going to do here when I have 14 points and without 3 hearts. Now, the reason I'm jumping to 3 no trump with 14, despite not having a spade stopper, is that I don't want to put my partner to a guess. If I bid 2 no trump and they have an 11 count, they may not bid 3 no trump. And we certainly have the values to be there because my partner's bid was invitational. All right, so got a diamond lead, no surprise. There's a singleton in the dummy. It looks like I have 5 club tricks and 2 diamond tricks is 7, and I have to find 2 more tricks. Now, it's tempting to play on hearts here because I could set up more potential tricks down the line. However, let's look at how many stoppers I have. This one takes out the king of diamonds, then I play a heart, they take the ace or the king, and they drive out my ace of diamonds, and I have not established the hearts yet. So instead, I need to play on the spades. So I'm going to start by winning the king of diamonds. At this point, I'm going to cross to my hand in clubs, and I'm going to play towards the king of jack of spades. Now, the reason I'm doing that is South has the ace, and it just gives me more options to play this. So they popped up 8. Alrighty, and they continued with that diamond. So I'm just going to pitch a heart here. Going to win that one. Now, at this point, all the spades are good, all the clubs are good, and there's really not much I can do about the hearts or diamonds. So I'm going to start by taking my spades. Oh, I'll pitch that diamond. And run the clubs. And of course, I'm going to lose 2 tricks at the end here. There you go. Okay, so managed to make an over trick. And the important thing here is once you find yourself in 3 no trump, is to play small towards the king of spades. It doesn't matter on this hand because the spades split, but it might otherwise. All right, the next hand is number 5. Partners opened 1 no trump, showing 15 to 17 in a balanced hand. I have 16 high card points. I'm not really interested in the majors, and I have to decide really whether I want to play in 6 no trump. Now, 16, I count 1 for the extra length in diamonds, so that puts me up to 17. So in my view, I do want to be in 6 no trump. The only concern I've got here is because I'm a little light on high card points, we might actually be missing two aces. So I'm going to jump to 4 clubs Gerber. And partner has shown me 2 aces by bidding 4 spades. And at least we have all the suits stopped. So I'm just going to take the bull by the horns and jump to 6 no trump. Okay, so Declare is kind of lucky that they didn't get a heart lead that would put them to a guess on the King of Hearts right away. This is actually looking very good. There's obviously a chance the clubs will split 4-3, not clear at all. You're hoping the diamonds are going to split. That is quite reasonable. It's going to happen about 2/3 of the time. And you've got a really nice spade suit there. So at this point, Declarer should cash the ace of spades to set up a possible finesse on the second round of spades. So you play the ace just in case a big honor drops. Now that's an interesting honor, the 10. And it means now that the only spade you're missing is the queen. So let's revisit our trick count here. East could have queen 10 doubleton of spades, but I really don't care. If the diamonds come in at 5 of them and 3 clubs is 8 and 1 heart is 9, then I only need 3 spade tricks. I can afford to give one up at this point. So I declare should play the king of spades just on top of their jack and just give the opponents a spade. We must be doing something right. The queen of spades has dropped doubleton. So now the 9 and the 8 are winners, and the 4 will also be a winner. So at this point, there's going to be 3 discards, well, actually possible from my hand. So Declare can pretty much claim at this point. So they're just going to start by running those spades after testing the diamonds. Make sure they split after all. Just need to play 2 of them. And you get the good news. So it's back to Declarer's hand and a club. And everything else in my hand is a winner. Now, it is worth noting that I could have made a quantitative raise in no trump by bidding 4 no trump instead of 4 clubs for Gerber. And I don't know whether my partner would go or not. They have 16. It looks like a reasonable 16. I'd probably go with it, but I don't know. In any event, we actually took all 13 tricks. Can't argue with that. All right, and here we are with the final hand, number 6. East is open a heart, and I have a pretty ugly 15 count. I don't have 4 spades, and I have 3 hearts to the jack, so no stopper there. Now, it's tempting to come in immediately with a double, but my preference is actually with these kind of hands to just pass and see what happens. If West passes, partner's going to look for any excuse to bid, and they don't have to this time. So West has bid a forcing no trump. East has bid 2 diamonds, and that shows 3 diamonds and 5 hearts. And it doesn't necessarily show a great hand. It's usually going to be less than jump shift values, so less than 18 points, less than 17 points, something like that. Now, I could double here. With West not bidding spades, there's a reasonable chance partner has spades. But I'm also happy with diamonds. If they want to play on diamonds, red versus white, that's not bad. So I'm actually just going to pass and see how this continues. Now, the West robot has corrected to 2 hearts. So that's going to mean that they have generally got 2. It's possible to have 3 hearts, but it's generally 2 hearts and 5 to 9 points. Okay, so now that East has limited their hand and shown no extra signs of life, now's my time to come alive. So at this point, I'm going to make a double because while I don't have 4 spades, I can tolerate spades if partner has them. And I can also tolerate the other suits of clubs and diamonds. And again, with West not bidding 1 spade, the odds are getting very good that partner has spades. Now I'm going to pass whatever my partner bids in spades. I'm not looking for game. I'm just bidding two spades, either as a sacrifice against two hearts or because I think we have a shot at it, which is certainly possible here. All right, looks like we have three heart losers, a diamond loser, a club loser, and we got to find a spade too. So interesting, they didn't continue with the hearts. All right, back comes the spade. Now, given that West started with two hearts most of the time, yeah, East should have started with the ace and then continued with the queen. I'm not sure why they went for a club right away. So now they played the jack. That actually sets up my nine of clubs as a winner. Not they can't see what's in the north hand. It's an interesting play, but it certainly doesn't hurt me. Now at this point they have four tricks, and given that we're missing the king and the jack of diamonds, unless the jack falls singleton in the west hand, it looks to me like we're going to lose at least one diamond. So that's five, and that would hold us. That would hold us to our contract. We still have the queen of spades we're missing, and we have to decide who has it. East has shown up with the ace, king, queen of hearts, and the jack of clubs. They did bid diamonds in some fashion or another. So I'm arbitrarily, it's a guess, I'm going to put East with the king of diamonds rather than the queen of spades. If they had both, they would have had 15 high card points and they would have opened one no trump. So I'm going to assume West has the queen of spades. So Declare is going to finesse West. So starting with the ace of spades in case it's singleton someplace, very unlikely. And then the 8, not the jack, in case the queen drops, now playing the 10. And you'll notice that the 2 of spades is still out and the queen of spades is out. So given the 2 hasn't shown up yet, I would tend to think that that 9 by the West robot suggests that they have just the queen left. So cash the king and play for the 4-3-3-3. And now the finesse in diamonds. Now you start with the queen. In this case, because you're hoping that West has a singleton diamond, and it's the jack, but you never know. Now cashing the 9 of clubs here before continuing diamonds, that limits us to only one diamond loser in case East had all the other diamonds. Rough that, and the last diamond is good. So we actually managed to make 2 spades. Now, if you look at this hand, you'll come to the conclusion that Declare and 2 hearts is probably going down one. And you can't really double them for penalty in 2 hearts, even with 15. It's not a good 15. But making 2 spades will be better at match points. You're +1, plus 10 points on that, 110. Also, the robots defended kind of strangely. The East robot led the 2 of clubs and the jack. Kind of off, if you ask me. But par for the course for the robots. All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.